Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Courtney and I resell clothing and accessories on Poshmark. And if you're not new, thanks so much for coming back. So I just wanted to do a quick haul of some of the stuff I got last week when I went to the Goodwill bins again in LA. And so in total, I spent all day at one of the Goodwill outlets in LA with my mom. So that was 2 people, and our goal or our strategy going in was to really limit our finds or the purchases that we made to items that would be $30 or more in kind of consistent resale value. The reason for that is I have a closet full of stuff that I bought very early on in my journey when I started in July that I wouldn't buy today, and they have much lower resale value. So I'm really trying to balance my closet out at the moment with more items that have a higher resale value. Now, when my sales start to produce or start to increase to the point where I just can't keep up with inventory, I will definitely start to pick up more items at the bins that maybe have less of a resale value. But for right now, due to the number of sales that I have, which is around 150, hopefully this coming month will be closer to 200, I shouldn't really be bringing in too much inventory until I can start, until I start getting the sales that I need to replenish faster. So keep that in mind that currently my strategy is this. It will probably change in the future, and the bins are a great place to find bread and butter and really anything to resell. So I got 29 items for a whole day at the bins, and it was really hard to stick to that strategy. If you've seen my other hauls before, you know that it's really hard to walk away from cute things that you know will sell. But I have about 1,200 active listings in my Poshmark Closet. And although I want to continue to grow that, I do just need to strategize and keep to kind of what my current goal is. So those 29 items, it's $1.99 per pound at this location. And so it came out to $47.96 for those 29 items. Now, at the end of this video, I will show you, we went to a nearby regular Goodwill because we were kind of getting frustrated at the outlet. They just weren't rotating things quick enough. And so we stopped by a regular Goodwill at the end of the day, and I got 6 items, including a Burberry and Hermes. And so I spent at the second store, which was a regular store, $71.93, and I got 6 items, but I think it was definitely worth it, and I'll leave those for the end in case you're interested in those finds. So the reason it was frustrating was I like variety. There's a few different outlets in LA, and I've only spent a full day at one of them. And what I realized was it was a little bit smaller outlet, and I was starting to get through the bins quicker than they were rolling them out. But I still, for one person at the time, felt like it was good and it was manageable. This time was a larger outlet with both my mom and I being able to kind of split the room. I was really disappointed with how much rotation, and although we weren't necessarily catching up, it just felt like the items that they were rolling out were not diverse, were not really, it just didn't feel great. So I would love to get more bags and shoes. I did get 3 bags, which I'll start with, and if you saw in the title, there was a Longchamp find, which was actually the first thing my mom picked up. Now, if you watched one of my ThredUp boxes where I received a Longchamp bag in a ThredUp rescue box, you may have noticed that I updated the comments to say that someone who watched the video told me it was fake. After doing more research, it was in fact fake. But so now I'm kind of very nervous with Longchamp. But at the bins, if you're only going to spend, this probably doesn't even weigh a pound, you know, basically $1 on an item, you can go and do research at home. And so this one, I saw it and immediately looked at the back, and I'm not sure if it's going to pick up in this lighting, but the Longchamp research I did before, there were a couple things that I remembered while I was in the outlet, and it said that this kind of leather needed to be textured, and there's some great examples online if you need to look that up, because there are fakes on the texture as well. But also that the back, this back part, usually says the style and made in wherever it's made in. And there are a couple different locations. This one just said Longchamp, and then I don't know how to pronounce, I don't speak French, but Modèle Depose? I'll let you guys correct me in the channel. But so I saw this and I immediately was like, it's got to be fake, but let's get it and I can research it later. So what I found out, and I'm just so happy that we ended up getting it, was this is actually not their classic tote, which I believe is called, it's Lepilige or something like that. I'm gonna butcher it, but the famous Longchamp tote that is duped and everyone raves about, this is actually not it. They actually had one that's been discontinued, and it's similar. So it's LE space PLANETES. So let's butcher it. Les Planetes. You guys can correct me on that one as well. So this is actually, if you go to Nordstrom's website right now and you search for this exact bag, I was so excited after I almost gave up that it actually has the smooth leather and the back matched exactly. Now, some other things that I was looking out for, you can do some research on the embossing right here. It should show a little bit on the inside, the button, but also I noticed there is YKK on the side of the zipper pull. So it's hard to see, but just on the side part, it does not say Longchamp, which is what I discovered with the last one on the zipper pull. So this is correct spelling, and everything matches up. So because it's sold out and I don't believe they make this style anymore, I'm actually going to start this at $100. Some of them have sold for, I want to say 75 or 80 for it's kind of a medium size. It's in good condition. I'll still want to clean it up before selling, like I want to do with any find, but especially Ben's finds. But I was so excited after doing more research that this in fact is real. If for any reason you are watching this video and you would like, or you don't think this is real, the lighting is really hard, but feel free to leave a comment. I've really appreciated everyone's input on previous handbag videos. And if you do leave a comment and anything in this video or any video is fake, what's really helpful for me and a lot of people who view the comments is not just saying it's fake, but also what clue are you looking at that is fake? Because I think we're all learning in this journey together. And I'm 99% sure this is real, but I'll still leave that percentage point just in case someone wants to maybe chat with me in the comments and share maybe what they're concerned about. So anyways, I was really excited about that. And again, I'll say the listing price, which is not the price I'm expecting to get. That's the price that I price in my closet to allow for offers that come in, or maybe do offer to likers and some of that kind of stuff. So there are 2 more handbags, and then really there were just no shoes that rolled out. I take that back. I found one Tory Burch flat solo, and I came really close to buying it because one of my online digital Poshmark friends, El Ducho, she's got a channel, definitely go check it out. She posted something on Instagram recently that singles sell for certain things, whether it be teaks, whether it be Tory Burch, and that if you find a single, especially at the bins where it's hard to find pairs, that she still picks them up, and I think she sold some for about $25 a piece. Now, I ended up leaving it because it was a size, it was tiny. I want to say like 5.5 or 6. And I was just nervous. I'm not on eBay. I don't know if the singles sell. Sorry, I'm not on eBay yet. I think I just posted my first item yesterday, but it was a little too nerve-wracking for me. But it was a great tip, and I will potentially buy singles in the future. So other than that, there were no other good quality shoes, or really many shoes at all. This is a fossil bag. It's a nice leather fossil bag. It's a little bit smaller. It does need to be cleaned up, get some love with some leather conditioner. It's not in perfect condition, but definitely not bad. It's got the two sections inside, and I just like fossil personally, and so it's really easy for me to pick up because I know other people like it as well. And these usually have decent resale value. So I'm gonna probably start this at about 30, and I think it's just because it's not in perfect condition. So hopefully we can get some of these little pen marks out, and it's a little bit smaller. So we'll see. This next one my mom found, and neither of us were familiar with the brand, but of course in the bins, we prefer to look things up when we're there. Now this needs some love. This needs some cleaning. But this brand is a little hit or miss, but it's called Lancel Paris or Lancel Paris. So I'm not sure if it's going to pick up, but the color, the kind of creamy color, and just the style, it's not really popped out fully, was just kind of cute. It's got the branding on every piece of hardware. There's a Kleenex in there for you. So it does need to be clean on the inside and out, but some of these do really well. So if we can get this cleaned up, we'll probably start it at $75, or I'll probably start it at $75. And some of this brand was going in the hundreds for resale. So there's no guarantee when you're looking up comps. So you just kind of have to use your best guess when you're going through this process. So this is kind of moving on to some of the clothes. This is a Soft Surroundings. This is the Hugs by Soft Surroundings. And I think it's just because my area is starting to get cold, so I'm starting to look for warm stuff. But I only think I have found this brand once, and it hasn't sold for me yet. I do know that other people have decent luck with it. So it's just super cozy. I think this is their kind of, not pajama line, but sleepwear line is the Hugs. And this exact color, and it's like a sweater. It's not really a robe. But this exact one, we saw some of them were going for about $40. So I'll start it at $40 and hopefully get a reasonable offer for that since it's in good condition. Some of these I'm still listing, so if it's on the hanger, it's on my plan to finish listing today. But this is a Free People. It's pretty tiny, but I really liked the tag. My mom really liked the tag. We really pass on a lot of Free People, but this was in good condition. It's cute. It's kind of boho, and spring and summer is right around the corner. So although it's pretty tiny, we just couldn't pass. I think it's a peacock. And some of these Free People labels are just the cutest thing. So, and this weighs nothing. So, this next one needs some cleaning, or needs some help, but it's the first time we found this brand, which is Alice and Olivia. And it's a navy and white dress, and it's very pretty. It's got this really nice cutout in the back, and I'm not sure if it's going to pick up. But as with many things at the bins, this has some white, and it's dry clean only, and the comps don't make it worth it to necessarily do dry clean. But I want to say it was a polyester, and even though it says dry clean only, yeah, it's polyester. So even though it says dry clean only, we're actually going to try and soak it. Because I think with the bins, if you do find stuff that is and you'll see a number of things in here, a few things, very high-end designers or very great resale value, yeah, you might need to spend $1 or $2 to pick it up and take the chance on cleaning it. But if you can get it clean, it'll pay off for you. And if you lose the $1 or $2, you'll make it up elsewhere. So it's a really pretty dress, and we're gonna try and soak that and get it back into kind of perfect condition because it's a beautiful dress, and I know the brand does well. This is, I think, the only men's item that I found, and there was a guy at the bin. There's a group of guys that tend to look for athletic t-shirts, and this is an Adidas gray men's t-shirt. And when I snatched it, I saw his eyes just like glance over at me, and you could tell he was kind of, oh man, I wanted that. So the only reason I picked it up, because it's kind of simple, is it's got this really odd pocket on the side, and we're kind of thinking it's like a little cell phone pocket. So I don't know what it says on the zip down or the zipper pull, but it's just the size wise and just the location is like perfect for a cell phone. It's not very deep. It could fit your giant iPhone or Samsung or whatever phone you have, but it just was kind of unique. And so I still haven't been able to find exact comps for this. So for the time being, I'm going to say I'm going to list it at $35, but I'm going to do some more research because I can't find anything with this quote unquote cell phone pocket in a Adidas tee. So this is a size medium men's, and yeah, it was kind of just a fun little find. I don't know if they're adding cell phone pockets to t-shirts these days, but this is a Torrid dress. I don't pick up too much Torrid anymore because although it sells, they tend to get low offers. And some of it's not selling and a lot of it's not being bundled. And again, right now my strategy is to try and get more items in my closet to kind of counterbalance the low priced items that I got earlier. But this was a dress. Again, spring is coming. It's a cute lace dress and it's lined in kind of a black lining. It's a size 3. And yeah, I just thought it was cute. I hope that this gets maybe more like the $30 range. But yeah, so I'm always happy to find brands that I think people are searching for. And I have sold quite a bit of that brand, just not for very much. So this was a new brand to me. And if you haven't watched my videos already, I have a thing for fuzzy sweaters. Not even that I wear them. I just, when you're in the bins or a thrift store and you come across something fuzzy, it's like a magnet to me. I can't really leave it. But so this is a really kind of cute color. It's a cream fuzzy part on, it looks like a black or navy sweater. And it's this brand called Generation Love New York. And so I looked it up and apparently this is kind of a pricey brand. So I'm actually going to start this at $75. This is an extra small, and I don't think I found this exact one sold, but a number of their things sold for well over $100. So I was excited to find that, and always great to find a fuzzy sweater to grab. So I've never found this brand, but I am aware of it. I used to follow them on social media, and this is a brand, Stone Cold Fox. So if you haven't seen, this is one of their labels. But they have very expensive boho. A lot of celebrities wear their stuff. Yeah, it's pretty pricey for kind of the boho look. But this is kind of just a little green romper. It's a size small, and the resale, some of it is extremely high and some of it's just kind of mid-range. And I'm not sure if that's because it doesn't sell quickly. Definitely not the season for this. But it's got these cute little pockets, a little zipper down the front. I'm going to start it at $60, and hopefully someone will grab it that really likes the brand because it is not cheap. So this is an Alexander Wang, and I don't know if the T is a different line or if that's just part of the logo. But this, I think a lot of people passed on because it's kind of just crinkled up and it doesn't really look like much. But it's kind of, you can see it's lined on the top half and then not lined on the bottom half. This does have, it looks like a little bit of maybe makeup right on the collar, and it's a size small. It also says, and I can't remember the material, it also says dry clean only, polyester rayon spandex. So it was kind of worth a risk. If we can soak this, it's a cute top and it's great to get a new designer in the closet. I don't think it'll go for much, but if we can get it cleaned up, I'm going to start it at about 50. So this was probably the only buy, I think, that I knew was going to not have high comps, but it weighed nothing. So I was like, this is free. But this is the brand, the Aritzia brand called Wilfred, man. And I sold a jacket, a really big, fuzzy, looked like a bathrobe jacket for, I want to say $115, somewhere around there, that I found at a nearby Goodwill. So this is part of the Aritzia line or brand. And I do have another new Tags Wilfred jacket in my closet right now. It hasn't sold, but I think I have it listed for about $115 as well. So this is just a black tank. I'm probably gonna start it at 20 because it is a good brand, but I didn't pick it up knowing that it would be over that 30 cap. It just kind of was the only slip, I think. So this is a Wild Fox. I do have another Wild Fox. I need to retake photos of it because it was before my lighting, and it's a great snowflake brand, and Wild Fox can do really well. So this is a little jumper that is a floral pattern. So I went to go take photos of this, and by the way, this is an extra small. I am not an extra small. I could easily wear this with some room, so it is definitely oversized. I went to go take photos of this after washing it, and it looks like there were some faint marks that I just picked up in the lighting. So I'm going to try and soak this. If not, I'm glad this extra small is oversized because it might be a little new romper for me. So hopefully I can get the stains out. I'd rather resell things than keep things. This was a new brand, and we had to look it up, but this is I'm not actually even sure what to call it. So if you have any tips, let me know. Pantsuit. It's not a pantsuit. It's not overalls, but it's kind of like overalls. So it's full legs. It's got little pockets. The back has a zipper and some pockets. Maybe it is overalls, but it's not denim overalls. But this brand, so I'm not sure what you guys would call it, but definitely feel free to leave a comment. Rollus. So apparently this brand, I don't know where it's sold, but it does do pretty well. So I'm going to start this at about 75. And yeah, it seems to be in good condition. It's not really the season, but I think seeing the stock photos for this, it's definitely cute. So good find, and love finding new brands at the bins. So this is a pair of Blank NYC. It's kind of light wash, and it's got this really cool embroidery. And it's not distressed, but it kind of has that light wash with light dirt to it, intentional looking dirt to it. So it's got a pocket with some embroidery on the back. I want to say this is a size 28. So they're just skinnies. I thought they were kind of cute with the embroidery. Didn't cost too much because they're pretty light denim. And I think I'm going to start these at about 45. This pair, unfortunately, I found when I went to go take photos of it that it's damaged. And that is just part of any thrift store. It happens to me at the bins and at regular thrifts. Although you try and look for everything, you're just bound to get home and find some damage. So the zipper pull on this, these are Adriano Goldschmied. The zipper pull is not fixable, or at least not fixable to me. So these are a Premier Skinny Straight, which I think is a good style. They were a good size 31, and a good color denim. So kind of bummed about that zipper pull, but that's part of the process. So this is a Free People hoodie. And although we're being more selective around Free People, the sweaters and sweatshirts and some of those still do pretty good. So by the way, if the jeans, the Adriano Goldschmied, were okay, I probably would have listed them for about 40, but I'm not going to list them, and they'll get donated. This Free People, it's kind of like a reddish orange coral color. But this one, looking at comps, I'm going to start this at about 40 as well. It's just very soft for the season. This was one of my favorite finds. This is by a brand called Farah, and it's a really nice white snow jacket. I did wash this. It did say you could wash it. Now, it's not going to pick up here, but when I went to go get it under the lights for the photos, there were just a couple faint marks. And I'm telling you, if they weren't under the lights, or if you didn't have a close eye, I mean, it's like just so subtle. So I did start this at 70. That was kind of priced before I realized that there were going to be a few faint stains, but this is a size 6 for women's. Other than that, it's got this cool black stripe. It's just such a classic snow style. Some of this brand is vintage, but I know some of it is not. So I don't think this is vintage, but it's got some down, and it's all filled with down. It's just perfect for the snow. If it were my size, I would probably keep it because it's just a great jacket. So this was an experiment to get. This is a Theory 100% silk dress. It's a maroon kind of mini dress. And the reason it's an experiment is I have found a few silk pieces that have some damage, and it can't be washed. But there are some silk cleaners on the market. So this, and I'm not sure if it's going to pick up, has this kind of white mark on it. I'm not sure what it is, but if you have any tips or anything that you do to clean silk, 100% silk, please let me know, because this weighed, it's 100% silk. It's very light, And it was just an experiment or a way to experiment some cleaning stuff on this. Now, if we get out the kind of faint white mark, then I'll list it and I'll probably start it at about 50. But really this was just kind of purchased to try and see, especially with a dark color, is there any way to clean silk? Because it's lightweight, so it's easy to pick up at the bins. But when you get something and it does have some damage, it'd be nice to have a way to clean it up. So these are a pair of Free People skinnies. This is a size 24, super tiny. But they're distressed. So they've got the distressing at the legs, the bottom of the ankles, and then on the knees. And it's just a faded black color, just super kind of moto, classic, fun. So yeah, I'm going to start these, or I did start these at 45. And the Free People pants or jeans tend to do pretty well for me. So I'll continue to pick those up. This is another Free People. This is a We the Free, and it is super cute. It's got the lace detail. It's got it's cream. It's not, this isn't the thermal that everyone talks about, but it's a really nice sweater, great detail. So I'm starting this one at 40. I think we found that exact one that has sold. This is another one that we're hoping to soak and get cleaned up. So this is an Fontaine, and this is kind of a high-end designer. I believe Empty Hangers grandma from some of her grandma hauls has sent Fontaine before, and I think that's where I originally saw it. But there was a guy that was trying to snatch this from me, but not sure if it's going to pick up. It's got 2 zippers down the front, and it's just very simple white top. Nothing fancy, but because the brand and because it's white, I'm hoping that a good soak will be able to bring this back to life. And if so, I'll go ahead and list that at 60. This is a cute little skirt. So if you are a size, I want to say 0. I think it's a 0. Yeah, a 0. If you're a size 0, or know someone with a size 0, this green skirt is adorable, especially for the holiday parties that are coming up. So this is a Rebecca Minkoff mini skirt, and I'm going to go ahead and list this at 50 so you can see the tag. I did just send in a skirt from Rebecca Minkoff that was new with tags that my mom found at a yard sale, and I sent it in the Reel. I will do a video on the Reel. I'm waiting to hear, but I sent 32 items, and yeah, they had a number of promotions for new consigners and even sending certain brands in. And so fingers crossed they take a lot of the items and I get the little incentives that were for November. But it's been a great experience so far. I did send off that Rebecca Minkoff skirt because it was new with tags, and I didn't really have too many likes. Yes, it wasn't the season, but this one, I'm gonna start it at about 50, and it's super cute for the holidays. So hopefully someone can snatch it up. This one is a pair of Joe's. They are, I believe, they're just they're a slim fit. They're a size 38, a women's 38, which is a great size. And it's just this really great gray color. Now, I went to go take photos of it last night, and I had already washed it, and there are some little black marks. So this is going to be another one that's going to have to do some soaking. Get a little bath, because I'm not sure what it is, if it's permanent, but I'm definitely going to try and get that out and then hopefully retake the photos of that. This is a great denim, extra large denim button down. It's by a brand called Cheap Monday, and I'm gonna go ahead and start this. I'm pretty sure it's women's, and I'm tempted to keep it for myself because just who doesn't like a good denim oversized? But I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna start it at 40. This is an Eileen Fisher, and I get very nervous with certain materials at the bins, like there's going to be a hole in the armpit, but this is the 100% the Italian yarn, or it actually says merino wool on the tag, but then it says made of Italian yarn. So anyways, it's a nice little gray. It is, actually my mom kind of thought it was cropped. It's a medium. I don't really think it's cropped. It's just a little bit shorter than other Eileen Fisher pieces that we have picked up. So I'm starting this at 40. Super soft. This is an awesome Free People sweater. It kind of has a deconstructed vibe to it, but man, this. So if you can see on the back, oh, that's why it's inside out, because the deconstructing is throwing me off. So it kind of has the, on the outside of the sweater, the look that it's out inside out, if that makes sense. But it's supposed to be that way. And it has on the both arms some zippers. It's super oversized. And this is a size medium. Great color. There are a couple faint spots, so this is getting soaked as well. But some of these Free People sweaters do really well. So if we can get this cleaned, I'm going to start it at 50. This is a really cute, I'm not personally an Ed Hardy fan for my own wardrobe, but I did sell one and it was sold in like 24 hours. So this is a men's hoodie. So I guess I did pick up another men's item. This is a size small, but if you look at the back, I mean, we were trying to find the exact same one, but this is all sequins and it is just really fun and detailed. It's got lots of sparkle. The sleeves have really fun sayings and designs on them. Great zip up hoodie. So if someone likes this brand, we couldn't find anything quite as colorful and fun as this design. So starting this one at 45. And I am having some luck with the very few men's items in my closet. So I'm just going to keep picking up men's because, yeah, it's intriguing to me. I think someone said recently that they get less lowball offers with men's stuff. So that's nice. This is, I think this is the last of the items that are from the bins. And then I'll show you the 6 items that were from the regular store the same day. This is a Stella McCartney or Stella Sport. And we couldn't find the exact one. It's kind of a jersey. It's kind of fun. It says Stella Sport on the side. Now, there are a couple spots on this as well, but on the white part. So we're going to, I'm not sure if it's going to pick up. But, so we're going to soak this as well. But this was actually one of the brands of the Real who did a $100 credit if you sent in one Stella McCartney item. And I emailed them and said, I have a Stella McCartney for Adidas item. Does that qualify? And they said, if it's in great condition, absolutely. So keep an eye out on the Real because occasionally they have these promotions and I think they change them each month. It's already past November, but if I sent that one Stella McCartney item in, and if they accept it, they're going to give me not just what the commission or the consignment payout will be for me, but they'll also give me a $100 credit, which I can then go on and use to buy something to hopefully resell for myself. So I was pretty excited about that, and we'll see on that one. It was pretty lightweight and kind of worth the risk. So on to the last 6 items, and I'll try and speed through this, but I found right all in the jacket area, right side by side, 2 Burberry jackets, I'm blanking on the name right now, the knits. Oh, what are those, the brand? Not Eileen Fisher, the very high end sometimes. Anyways, there were a couple of designer pieces and I was so excited. I grabbed them all. I was just, Mother, we're going to go sit and look up these comps. She was at a different part of the store. And very shortly after the first Burberry jacket I held up, she's like, it has moth holes. And it was this really pretty black and white tweed kind of jacket. It had moth holes. So that went to the no pile. And then this other jacket was next up, and it's Burberry. Now they did mark up Burberry, but I have had quite a bit of luck with Burberry, so I did pay $30 for this, which is fine. And I'm gonna pay to get it dry cleaned. So here's the label. It is a classic black single button blazer, and the only flaw with this is if you can see, someone maybe wore a tank top and some deodorant, and it's just, there's no holes or anything, just some deodorant marks on the inside. So I am going to pay to get it dry clean. That's going to cost around $10 with the cost of this, which was $29.99, not on sale. I should still be able to make a decent profit on this. So again, I have sold very quickly a number of Burberry items. And so I thought it was worth the risk. And I was really excited to find it. The other jackets that were designer, they all had flaws in them too much so that they couldn't be repaired. So too bad. This is a beautiful Theory zip down I'm not sure if it's going to pick up kind of the ruffle detail. It's a size large, and I'm was pretty excited about this. Oh, sorry, the Burberry jacket I'm going to probably list for about $150 to $200. Still need to do some research. The Theory jacket, I'm going to probably list this at about $75. Hope to get about $50 for it. This one was the find of the day, and my mom found it. Now, keep in mind, we did find this brand at the bins like a month ago, and it was a pair of white jeans. No matter what the brand is, still look it up, the item up, because we found these Hermes. So this is the tag for this. This is a little pretty sweater. Looks like it could get snagged any moment, so I'm trying to keep it in good condition and away from snaggable things. But it's very pretty. But the pants that we found about a month ago, they were these white jeans, and immediately put them in the cart. Absolutely yes. And then at the very end of the day, ran the comps, and they were selling just for that item, similar item on Poshmark for $20, $25. So we did look this up without jumping the gun, and surprisingly, or good news, these do quite well. So I think this is going to be listed, I want to say list between $150 to $200, and it's just beautiful. This was not marked up, so none of the other items besides the Burberry were marked up. This was a fun one. It's not going to be a huge money maker, but I thought it was super cute. It's the Leith brand, which is often sold or exclusively sold at Nordstrom. I'm not sure which one, but Pop, Fizz, Clink. Just thought that was super fun, cute, and I think that was 50% off, if I'm not mistaken. And then the last two items, this is a wallet. This is a Patricia Nash. I did have a bag that sold, I want to say for $80 by this brand, and I guess it kind of has a cult following. So this is in decent condition, a little bit of wear, but nothing major. And I'm going to go ahead and list this, I believe, at about 40, 45 maybe. And then this last one is a tote. I am a sucker for totes. I don't live in the city anymore, but I still have the eye of if I'm living in the city still. And I love a good black tote. But this is a Diane von Furstenberg black tote, kind of two different textures. And it's in great condition. The only wear on it, surprisingly, is this inside tag. I'm not sure if it's going to show just because it's kind of a structured bag. But this inside tag is worn to pieces. So it's just the Diane von Furstenberg. It's got the material. It's just odd that that's the only thing that's showing any signs of wear. And I'll obviously disclose that. But I'm probably going to list this, start this at about $70, $75, and then be able to accept some offers. So in total, I was really happy with this trip. It is very hard to have two people spending all day in the outlets and walk away with 29 items. However, it is great practice to be in the bins, and there are multiple bins in LA that we can choose from. So our strategy is going to be, we've only gone to them a few times, and spending a full day at one, and then spending a full day at another one, and then spending a full day at another one. You know, aim to go every week or two, and then just start keeping track of which locations tend to produce the most bang for your buck. So that could be number of items at a $40 range, or number of items, less items, but at a much higher range. So this location was actually where I found the Burberry scarf. It's just a frustrating one. There are a lot of resellers. It's closer to downtown LA. And I just wasn't impressed with my full day experience there. But walking away, when all this sells, when, not if, it'll well be over $1,000 in take-home pay and profit. But it's still hard. So anyways, we'll keep experimenting. I'm really enjoying the bins. If you like hauls, reseller content, anything, I'm going to try and have some diversity on my channel. If you have any suggestions or things you want a video on, definitely leave that below. Hit the like button. That really means a lot to me when people hit the thumbs up. And yeah, I hope to have some more videos soon. I'm aiming for 1 to 2 videos each week. But with this Q4, end of Q4 and holidays coming up, we'll see what I get to. So I hope everyone's having a great day, lots of sales, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.